Hey guys, Ron over here at the Des Plaines and Arcata Theater. I'm at the Des Plaines Theater today. We've got a big show tonight, but I wanted to introduce you to a guy that's coming here June 30th and July 1st. July 1st right here at Des Plaines, June 30th at the Arcata Theater. This is Mark Larson. He is the founding member, the drummer, and the guy that makes all the decisions with regards to a band called Fallin, a tribute to Tom Petty. And I'm telling you, these guys rock it. They roll it. It's an incredible experience. Mark, it's good to see you. It's going to be even better to see you on June 30th and July 1st.
Well, it's good to see you too. You always got a smiling face.
Thanks, man. Well, you know what? It's really, these days, Mark, there's a lot of tributes out there, whether it's Pink Floyd, Zeppelin, Beatles, Elvis, whatever it is, they're all over the place. And obviously there's some Tom Petty ones out there too. We've had a few of them that have been very, very good. I got to say, what's so exciting about Fallin, actually, there's a couple things. Besides the talent, besides the show itself, I mean, the hits that you cover. Actually, there's three things. Number one, I love your set selection because there's some songs that you may or may not hear all the time when you see Tom Petty tributes, right?
Correct.
Give me a couple of those that you wouldn't normally hear. They're a little rarer that you'll hear on our nights.
Right. Well, what we do is, we stick to the hits because that's what everybody wants to hear, and we throw in some what some people consider a little deeper cuts. We put in "Saving Grace" is really a good one. "Change of Heart" is one that
Love
we
it.
put in the mix. We do some Wheelberries. Your show, we're going to be doing at the end of the line at that one. Plus all the big hits, of course.
Yeah, all the radio hits, man.
Yeah, right.
Well, it's interesting. You mentioned something to me. We talked before that some of these songs are obviously pretty popular, pretty common, but they're not necessarily the radio hits.
Right.
That they weren't as successful on the radio, but in live performances and on the records, they're chart toppers.
That's correct. Yeah, we're going to be doing "Into the Great Wide Open" for an example.
I mean, great one. Everyone knows that song, but you're saying it wasn't a huge radio hit.
It was not a big radio hit. It was an MTV, it was a video hit. Same thing with "You Got Lucky." The song "You Got Lucky" was that Mad Max themed video. It did way better on MTV than it did on the radio.
Wow, that's really something. That really is something. Yeah. So that was number one. Number two thing that excites me about you guys is the fact that when you talk about authenticity and you talk about pedigree, the fact that after Tom Petty had passed away, the family actually partook, or you actually partook in a presentation with the family present, and they gave you the big thumbs up.
Right. Yeah, we've actually been together since 2007. So in 2017, when Tom passed away, we were contacted by a group down in Gainesville, Florida, his hometown, about an event they were having down there to celebrate Tom's birthday and to dedicate a park to Tom at the time. And we accepted. We went down, we played for 2 nights. We were the featured performer for that particular event. I was told 26,000 people showed up for that party.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was great. And we got to meet Tom's ex-wife, Jane. We got to meet one of his daughters. His brother was there. The coolest thing, I mean, obviously the family is great, but the coolest thing is all of Tom's buddies from high school that he played in the bands with when they were teenagers.
Wow.
They were all there. And it was so cool to hear all the stories from those guys about what things were like back when Tom was virtually putting together the Heartbreakers.
Well, I'll tell you, you don't get that kind of a gig if you're only, a half-ass performer. I mean, You got to be, the real deal here. And then the third thing that, aside from all the other stuff, the show itself that excites me is actually your attention to detail with regards to stage presence, with regards to costuming, with regards to instruments. I mean, how many guitars? 18 guitars on stage, something like that?
There'll be 18 or 19 guitars will be on stage, and they all get used. And they're the iconic guitars that people have seen Tom play all over the years on all the different videos and his concert performances and his recordings. And we have the keyboards. We have a Hammond B3 on stage, which is that big.
That's something too. You don't see it. You can't. we need more Hammond B3 in our diet. Believe me, I'm a huge fan of that sound. You know, that's
You must be a keyboard player.
Well, you know what? I'm not. I'm a music lover, but I'm a Vanilla Fudge fan. You know,
there you go.
I love the Fudge. Who else? Oh my gosh, we just had the original lead singer of Journey. God, that's driving me crazy. Anyway, Greg Raleigh. We did Greg Raleigh with his Hammond B3. I just love the sound. So you bring in that, and you know, you could do if this Tom Petty gig doesn't work out for you, you know, you could do an Artemis Pyle tribute with that hat you got going there, the drummer from Lynyrd Skynyrd. But anyway, Mark, listen, great talking to you. We're very, very excited to see you guys. That's June 30th at the Arcana Theater, July 1st in Des Plaines, Free Fallin, a serious tribute, let me tell you, to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Look forward to seeing you. Go to oshows.com, get your tickets. You're gonna experience something that is gonna bring you back to those 1981, 82, 83 MTV days of Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Thanks again, Mark, and we'll see you guys on June 30th and July 1st.
Thanks, Ron. We'll look forward to meeting everybody in Illinois.